video. It feels so weird to be sitting in front of this camera right now. I haven't like filmed anything for months. A long time. And I'm gonna kind of like get into why. There's gonna be a lot of sensitive topics in here. I guess like trigger warning, like miscarriage. I thought about this for like a few weeks now, thinking on like what exactly I wanted. Oh my gosh, I wanted this video to kind of be, and I still really have no idea at all what I want to do. But she flinched because she's a rescue, not I had people ask me questions on Instagram like that I was gonna make a video like coming back, and just ask me whatever you want to know. So I think what I'm gonna do is kind of start talking about why I left, like where I've been and what all has happened, just for like a couple reasons. Like I like looking back on my videos and seeing like memories, basically. Like that's kind of what it is, like Snapchat memories almost. So I don't know, I just kind of want to like see this video maybe a year from now and just see like how things are different and like how much more I've healed since then. And it makes me feel better to talk about what exactly happened. If I seem very heartless about it, it's because I'm on antidepressants now. I finally like pulled the trigger on that. That's probably not the best use of words for that. But yeah, I finally did that just because like that was the last straw. There we go, that's what I should have said. I'm just like happy all the time, and it's very hard for me to feel sad about it. I mean now, just because I kind of like, first of all, have kind of like, I don't let myself think about it super long, and put myself in the mind space that I was in during that time. But also like because I've talked about it so much with family and friends, it is so much easier for me to talk about at this point now. Like if you would have asked me to make a video about it like a couple months ago, I'm obviously incredibly sad about it. Like I just want to say that because I don't want people to say like I don't care or like I'm heartless about it or anything like that. Like you don't really know me, a lot of you, and you weren't there through it all. I was gone for months. Like I'm showing my face now when I finally feel like good about talking about it and can not cry every 20 minutes. I stopped making videos I think in like February or something. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. February 20th was the last time I posted a video, and so I was like super busy with school and I was not concentrating on like making videos because I was just so busy and trying to not fail my math class. So that's what I was doing then. And then in March I had a miscarriage, so obviously I wasn't going to be doing anything at that point. So we had been trying to get pregnant for a year, almost a year, like 11 months at that point. And we were finally so excited. Okay, wow, maybe I will be sad. We'd been so excited to like finally see that positive. We couldn't believe it. I found out in Target because we were visiting friends, and we went to Target to go get a test, and I took it in the Target bathroom, and while I was in line at Starbucks waiting for my order, I checked like it, I put it in my purse and I checked it and it said yes. I literally like was shaking, couldn't believe it. And I took the other one when we got back to our friend's house, and that one said positive the next day too. I was definitely pregnant, and I like didn't feel anything, any symptoms at that point, just really emotional. Like I think just because like it finally had happened and it felt like forever, that I was like crying for that moment to happen, and then once it happened I was crying about it all the time. I just want to say I don't know how much is too much to share. I think too much to share is like what I'm not comfortable with, so I'm not gonna say every single little detail of the story. But if you think I'm sharing too much, like this is what I'm comfortable like saying. I know that talking about it can also help a lot of other people like it's a normal thing that happens to a lot of women and nobody really talks about it, I feel like. Not on a Thursday, I think. I was late. That's why I took the test. I was late. I varied by a couple days, but I was like late for the latest day that I possibly could have gotten it. That's why I took the test. And that very day we were going car shopping. We got an SUV and we took a picture with the car that we got, and a sign that said like something that we were having a baby. We thought it would be funny to like send to our family because we didn't tell anybody that we were trying, like especially not our family, because we didn't, I don't know, we just kind of kept it to ourselves. We didn't really want people's opinions on it if anyone had anything to say. Obviously we're gonna have to tell them if we got pregnant. So telling our family was kind of a shock just because they had no idea like that was something we wanted. I don't know why. I don't know why we did it that way. That's just what we did. We took a picture in front of the car with the sign. I might still have the picture. I might put the picture in here if I can find it. Got a car, SUV. We were like, perfect timing. Like we were gonna get one regardless. We were like, wow, perfect timing. Like now that we really need it. The next day we told our families. That did not go very well at all, just because they were so shocked and they had literally no idea that that's something that we were wanting, especially when we had said like this was planned. So after we told our families, the next day I woke up and was bleeding a little bit. Sorry if this is like gross, but I thought like that's completely normal sometimes, so I didn't really think about it until later on the day. It got worse, like pretty bad. So I decided to go to the ER because we like hadn't got it confirmed yet or anything, because we were out of town. So I kind of just wanted to go, and like I hadn't even got it confirmed yet, so I just wanted to go and see what was going on, like see if it was what I thought it was. So I went and I had the worst ER visit of my life, and they took my HCG levels and we're going to redo them in like 48 hours or something. I think it was 48, not 24. Yeah, I think it was 48 hours, to see if they go up or down, because it was very low. My HCG at the ER was only at 6. So they're like, if it goes up, that's great, and if it goes down, then we know what happened. So I went back the next couple days and got it redone, and had to wait for them to call me to tell me what it was. And Michael was the one that was on the phone, and he heard the results first, and I was like, what were they? He's like, well, what's it supposed to be at? And I was like, just tell me what it's at. And he was like, 2. And that was like the hardest thing that both of us have ever had to go through, I think. And I really hope that we never have to ever experience that again. And I wish that we never had to in the first place, but we did. And I can't imagine like being further along and knowing, because I know like it'd be not only mentally so much harder, I feel like, probably just because you had the idea in your head for longer that you were pregnant, but just like physically on your body because everything was further along. But that for me doesn't make the pain any easier just because I wasn't that far along. Like that's the worst thing I know. So obviously like it's not just no big deal to me. Like that's the worst thing that I know. Whether I know some people have it a lot further along than I ever did, but that's the worst thing that I know. So for people to say like, oh, at least you weren't that far along, that's not a helpful thing to say. I don't think that's something that you should say to anyone that's ever had a miscarriage. Pain is still pain. That's just not a supportive thing to say, I don't think. So yeah, we took a lot of time to be together during that time, to just kind of be there for each other, and get through it. I can't imagine how much harder it would have been if I hadn't have gotten pregnant again so soon after. I got pregnant the following month, which is insane, but you're more fertile after, just like how you're more fertile like after any pregnancy. So I think that's why we got so lucky for me to get pregnant so fast again. but I imagine it would be so much harder to have those months in between where you were supposed to be pregnant and you weren't. Just those like 3-4 weeks there where I didn't know that I was pregnant again, was so hard because I kept thinking like, I'm supposed to be pregnant right now. Like, I'm supposed to be like going through this right now, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I can imagine it would have been so much harder. For me, it was still like the worst thing I could have ever went through because that's all I know, like I said. I know there were symptoms of why I wanted to take a test, but I can't remember it right now. I don't know if it's because I'm pregnant or what it is, but I know I was having cramps, like very light cramping, and normally like that's when my period comes, and I never got it. And I've never had cramps without like being on my period. So I was like, that's kind of weird, and then they went away, and I just had them for like maybe a day or two. There's more symptoms I remember that I had of why I wanted to take a test, but I can't remember what they are right now to save my life. I have no idea. I know they were like a couple weird things that I was like, okay, this is what happened last time. I don't know what's going on, but I kind of just want to take one just to see. I did record it because I wish that I would have like been able to look back on my first pregnancy to know like the reaction, just because of how long it took and how long we waited for that moment. That reaction would have probably been better. I said when I posted my pregnancy, like, I'll never announce this pregnancy, I'll never get back like the blissful ignorance of a first pregnancy, and like that's basically like how to sum up this entire pregnancy for me. So when we found out, we were just kind of like shocked and just instantly scared, because we were so hurt and we didn't want to get excited again. Whereas like the first time, I want to just tell everybody right away. Like I was like, I can't hide it. Like I just want to tell everyone like it finally happened. I haven't watched it back in a long time, and it's like on my old phone. It's like the worst quality you could ever think of. I might put it in here just to like, I don't know, kind of look back on. Like I said, like with literally everything that I do on here is to look back on pretty much. I might put it in here, I might not. If you see it, then you see it. I don't have it of me telling Michael because I literally like, we went grocery shopping that day and I just bought a test because I was like, I don't know, I'm kind of feeling weird again, and I just want to take it. So after we went shopping, I was like, hey, can you put the groceries away? I need to go to the bathroom. So I went up and took it, and I told him like right after we had finished putting groceries away. So it wasn't like anything special at all, just because I was so shocked and like I was so scared instantly. I needed him to know. I couldn't wait to tell him in a cute way or anything like that. I needed him to know. So we just went grocery shopping. That's why I look like this. We just went grocery shopping, and I like snuck to the, I'm out of breath. I snuck to the like beauty department because you have to check out separately where the pregnancy tests are. So I like snuck over there and got one real quick. I don't think I am because there's no way. And every time I record it, I'm not. And the one time I didn't record it, I feel like I was. So, yeah, I'm gonna take this and then go put the groceries away and then come look at it. Okay. We both just kept saying like, we'll take it day by day. Like and we didn't really think about it for the longest time. And then I started like getting sickness, and I was like, wow, like this, I didn't get that last time, I didn't get that far. And I was like, well, that's a good sign. I got it confirmed, everything was good. Oh, that's the thing, I got it confirmed, and when my doctor took, like, I was about as far along when I got it tested as I was the previous time. It was at 7,000. And I just think that's insane. Like, to see that number, I was stunned that it was that, like, that's such a big difference. I know it like doubles every day or every other day, I can't remember, but that is a huge change from what I've ever seen in the numbers. So that made me feel better, and then once I started getting sick, it made me feel better. Not really, but at the same time it did. And now I'm like, I have a belly all of a sudden. Like, this past week I really started to like fill out my shirts a little bit more than normal. This one's a little bit, I got this one bigger because I'm like starting to show, like, just in the past couple of days. And then I think once we like hit the like 3-month mark and we told everyone, we were like, okay, I guess that's real. Like, it felt crazy, and then I kept like getting more appointments and ultrasounds, and it was growing and things were looking good. So lucky and grateful that we get to have this baby. But yeah, so that's what I've been dealing with. Trying to get able to like come back and explain where I've been, because not like anyone really wants to know like, where have you been. But I don't know, I talked about it in my announcement, like when I posted it on like Instagram. I kind of said something like that I have lost a baby, like this is our rainbow baby. So I don't know, people know, and like people have already like messaged me just over that post to say that I helped them, and like that nobody talks about that, and nobody does talk about that, especially if they do get pregnant again. Nobody really talks about like what it's like after having lost one, and they don't have to. That's totally fine if they don't want to. It just, I'm glad that it helped me feel better to be able to talk about it. So I'm going to keep talking about it. Like, there's no questions off limits if you want to ask me anything ever. I'm comfortable with answering pretty much. I can't think of anything I wouldn't answer, just because it helps me feel better talking about it, and I know that it helps other people to like hear that someone else has experienced that too, just because it's not like something they can find a lot of. What's today? I'm 17 weeks and 3 days today. I realized I'm almost halfway through my pregnancy, kind of, in a few weeks, and I haven't like posted anything, and like I'm gonna have nothing to look back on, and I'm like, now I'm starting to show. So I definitely wanted to come back and like just start sharing stuff. Like, we've already started building the nursery. It's been nice to be able to do stuff and like not think like, oh, I should make a video about this, like, and not have that as a thing to think about. But at the same time, like, I just want to look back on stuff. I'm gonna say that like 30 times throughout this. My anatomy scan is on Monday. Literally, like, tomorrow's my 21st birthday. I don't even care. I'm literally just looking forward to the anatomy scan to know what we're having. The doctor told us what he thinks it is. The position was not the best to know if everything was what it looked like for sure. So we'll know for sure on Monday. Hopefully I put this video up before then. And then I can make another one when I know what it is, because I'm so excited. That's like the one thing that I've been waiting for forever, it feels like, because my stupid insurance, whatever, it's taken forever. I mean, it's taken the normal amount of time, but I wasn't able to get the blood work done like everyone else does now, and everyone knows so early. I'm nesting also now too. I want to get everything done. Like, I'm doing the stupidest stuff, like cleaning the closets. Why? That doesn't matter. Cleaning the bathroom, like getting rid of hair products and stuff like that. That's not what the baby's gonna be caring about, but that's what I feel like has to be done. I think now I'm gonna answer some of the questions, and that'll be the end. People were asking if we know the gender yet. No, that's it. Like I said, we find out on Monday, so very, very soon. Have I had any weird cravings? In the beginning, I just wanted fruit because I was so thirsty, but like water made me feel more sick, so I couldn't like chug water like I wanted to, and fruit was so juicy and refreshing. So that's really all I wanted all the time. I would eat like a watermelon a week by myself because Michael doesn't like it. I'd get a big one and eat it all by myself every week with like on top of other fruit. That's not really weird craving, but I think the weirdest thing that I've craved, I don't think it's that weird. I don't know if it's because I'm pregnant or what, but Michael looks at me weird when I do it. I'll have mac and cheese, but it has to have barbecue sauce all over it. I can't eat it like just mac and cheese. It has to have a lot of barbecue sauce on it, and it's so good. It's so freaking good. Names, do we have any names? Names we're struggling with so bad. We can't agree on anything, except Michael doesn't remember when I've told him a name already. So there's one name that I really want to use, and at first he absolutely hated it, but I tell him it like every couple of weeks or so, and he's like, yeah, that's not bad. And then I think last week I said it to him again, and he said, I like that. So I'm hoping that we're gonna use that one. He has one that he really wants to use for the opposite gender that I have picked out, but we just can't agree on anything. I didn't screenshot any more of them, like I didn't keep up with it as they were coming in, and they're gone off of the Instagram thing. So I guess that's it for the questions. Yeah, very short and sweet for that because I talked so much in the other parts, but I'm gonna show you what my belly looks like now because it's really popped. But I'm so insecure about it because I don't know, it's so weird seeing your body like go from what it was to this, like it feels like so suddenly. Once I feel like I get like a bigger bump and it's like clearly a bump and not like maybe she's just eating a lot, then I feel like I'm not going to be as insecure about it. But I don't know, I probably will either way. Let me pull these up so I don't get a weird dent because they're not maternity. I don't know if you'll be able to see. I don't look that big right now, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I look that big. I can't really see. I don't think I look that big right now. Definitely at the end of the day and like after I drink a lot of water, I look huge. Yeah, I'm just going to end the video like this. That's it. I have nothing else to say at this point. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back if you came back after I took a little bit of a break, and hopefully you enjoyed today's video and kind of catching up with where I've been. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.